All right, we're smacking this one out live from the ladders. We need to answer this question. Who's stronger, the Abbasids or the Ayyubids? It's a question I think a lot of people have in their minds right now. And, you know, I think we've got two players closely matched to answer it for us. Over here in the pink, playing as the Ayyubids, the new variants of the Abbasids, this is Louis MT. And, of course, this is 3D Clan's very own B, playing as the Abbasid dynasty itself. We are on Himeyama. It is going to be a dock showdown already. And B, you absolutely cheeky git. He's trying to block the dock. Unfortunately for him, it looks like Louis is going to find the spot. Did they block any fish? It looks like someone blocked a fish here. Yeah. So there's... Wow, that's already rough, right? There's only now 1,500 food here because the block out. But interesting opening. I think this is maybe what we're expecting because there's maybe like 3 or 4 Civ max that can do Himeyama Central Lake. And of course, these are 2 of them. So already an exciting opening here. Now, keep in mind there's a negative to what B just done here, by the way. He used his scout to block out the dock placement, which means Louis was able to gather more sheep in the meantime. Usually this won't matter because you've got fishing now and you've also got berries as the Abbasids and Ayyubids. But long-term, it matters now because of the matchup, right? Both of these civs need these resources in equal quantities, I think is the way to think about it, right? So they both want sheep first, they then want their deer, and they want to come back to... they want berries first, they want deer, and they want to come back to sheep when it's not safe. All of a sudden, if it doesn't get safe, Louis is going to have an edge there. I think he's going to maintain it as well. B has to go for the back corner. Unfortunately, B barely touched this side, right? Because what happened here is by blocking the dock placement as he did, he set himself up kind of for failure because his scout couldn't take a punt at the south or north side. He had to go back for his safe corner. And Louis, crafty bugger that he is, immediately darted towards the base of B. So Louis looks like he might end up with this type of rotation. I'd say 3/4 of the sheep on the map seems very doable here. As long as he doesn't miss them like that. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, no. Fishing. Looks like it is favoring Louis. Louis, tech up should already be being started soon. No? Okay. Wait, has he had it? Oh, he went 4th. No. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was already 3 fishing boats. It wasn't. It was just the villager hiding there. So a little bit more efficient here from B, right? Like, he got his dock up first. He gets his fishing boat out first. His villager doesn't have to walk as far to drop off food. Does feel like B should be able to get a slightly quicker tech timing. I'm curious what the opening is going to be here. If this is going to be, say, a military wing in this type of game. I think military wing could be pretty interesting to apply pressure, but the weakness of it might be the fact that it's not a forward spawn gold. The issue is B doesn't know this yet, so he might look to go military wing, assuming that he can access and block these golds out. The reason you want to block these golds out, Ayyubids are going to try to fast castle every day of the week. It's their strong point, right, in this matchup. Hanging around this age makes no sense. Hanging around a feudal age makes no sense for Louis. Going castle age does, because if he stays in feudal, it means that you're just going to have worse archers, worse spearmen, because of boot camp. And if you try to go for your unique unit, the Desert Raiders, archers will just destroy you. So we'll see which way he wants to approach this. Tech up has been started, and wow, he goes advancement wing. That I didn't see coming. We could be looking at a logistics play here. This reeks of logistics. Trade wing could also be an option. We don't see it much, but I could see the viability of it in this matchup in particular. But that's kind of crazy, just to get the tech up advantage, because he's worried about falling behind against the military wing, and also worried about falling behind on the sea. Instead, Louis, with the sneaky advancement tech play, rather, is going to have access to military vessels a minute ahead of B. And there's the bad news for B. He'll now realize it. How's Louis going to react here? He has started gathering stones, so I imagine we're looking at a rushed naval arrow slate. Instead, it is actually going to be the Dow. Okay. Interesting beginning to this game. Now, the thing that's quite crafty about what Louis done here is this heavily discounts the military wing play by B, because B now doesn't have the pressure onto the sea. Not just from a boat perspective, but also from a land perspective. The moment this Dow comes out, these archers, these 2 archers you get for free, can't do anything in the center of the map. B has to pull away because he knows what's coming here. Archer ship is going to start hitting out. B is going to have to go idle inside the dock to be safe. Tech up is about to complete in 5 seconds. Love the micro from Louis there, blocking the garrison as much as possible. Now, it's going to be the naval arrow slits follow-up. So B, He has to go springward here, right? It's the logical play, but the arrow slits puts Louis one entire step ahead of his opponent. A great read by the talented Chinese player. And from here, he could just look to tech up, right? He could just read this now. He's probably going to have to set up an outpost because he's got enemies coming. Instead, he's going to go for an archery range. So I imagine we're looking at 4 archers pumped here by Louis. And B, he's already going for a ram. Oh, wow. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Squirrel ship does come out, but the naval arrow slits are going to be here. Repair squad is going to keep the archer ship alive as long as possible. And this is where the demo ship is going to be the difference maker, actually. If he warps this correctly, he could get the fishing boats as well as the springald ship. Here it comes, B. There's no way you can go. As soon as Louis gets that house up, problems are going to arise here. Wait, please tell me the house is coming. Oh, no. Oh, no, he only just realized. Oh, big blunder by Louis, and now he finds himself behind. Demo ship comes out, and it's not good enough. Louis! The housing tragedy there. If he had just had a house ready or primed, the springald would be down. He would be favored here, but instead B. Now with the ram, with the extra archer ship, he's pushed him off. There's nothing left here for Louis. He cannot contest this anymore. Unbelievable. I cannot believe how that just played out. And also, because of the panic, Louis sending every villager to build that house. He doesn't have the income now to get extra ships out. He doesn't have the income to prep archers ahead of time. He built this archery range and done nothing with it. B built a ram and done everything. Fish is now his. To keep, to love, to hold. Till death do they part. Part. I don't know why he's marrying fish, but he is. 500 more food that he's going to gain that Louis just simply does not have in this game. And now B, still with mass advantage. Because of these delays, Louis trying to get extra ships out, rushing a house up. He doesn't have the 4 archers he needs to defend this. So initial trades are going to be rough for him. And also behind this B, now adding in the horsemen. This is starting to unravel quickly for Louis. I mean, the advancement play seems very crafty, very creative, but now everything's backfiring. Love the micro there, just switching into sticking the spears inside the ram, and then rushing out like this. This is sick. Okay, that is actually brilliant. I love that from B. Just keep moving in with the ram, right? Bait the archers out, and then all of a sudden, for the archers to stay in range, you get to free stab them. Horseman is also going to arrive. Louis might actually just end up immediately losing 2 archers. Looks like a little bit of hesitation from B there. Spearmen are going to come out for another freebie. They didn't get the stab quite quick enough. Still, these trades are good for B. And he hides everyone inside. This is sick. Oh, man, this is so cool. I love what B's doing here. Archers do the micro in this game right now. That is so cheeky. And he can even kill villagers here, right? It doesn't have to stop at archers. Marching around. Villagers looking for the pinch. Spearmen are going to come out to fight. Horsemen now marching in. A bad fight for Louis to take. He doesn't have much say in it anymore. Villagers are going to be pushed back in a way. It looks like none of them are going to be sacrificed. Maybe one goes down as a horseman comes in with the dive. Archers are also now starting to get cleared up. And B, it feels like he's just one step ahead here. Louis is going to try to recalibrate. Beautiful thing about having the Ayyubids, you can actually build your Desert Raiders out of 2/3 of your production buildings up to castle age, right? But it does mean that B can just fall back for the spears and have a decent counter here. We'll see if he chooses to go for it, because I think instead B is heading towards castle age. And yes, someone's highlighting the way you have to do the ungarrison with control groups. Correct. That's why B was able to just ungarrison spearmen or archers at different points. It's a little bit flimsy, a little bit awkward, but if you're able to use it and find a good opportunity like that, it's worthwhile. Only killed 1 villager in the end, right? Like, it's not great in terms of overall kills, but there's a lot of injured villagers for later in the game. He forced a lot of idle time, and now behind this, B almost has what he needs to go up to castle age. And we should be looking, I'd imagine, an eco-wing build, just to give him scalability. Louis now just trying to actually ram this down, but this is too late, folks. I mean, damage is already done, right? By the time the ram would get through this dock, there's no fish left. So Louis, overall, this just feels like a weak play. And also, a weak formation. archers immediately get thrown away. Great bait again. This scout dragged the camels away. The horsemen will make the archers pay. All of them going down. Dude, that is so sick. Right now, B is out micro and Louis like crazy. And that's not easy to do. I think Louis is really frustrating in the early mid-game with a lot of different civs. Usually, he's the type of person having these sort of cheeky plays, but seems to be no match for what B is pumping right now. He also has played out into the berries. Has got very low horsemen. Best thing you do here is probably garrison them inside the outpost instead. He's baiting the camel archers towards the bagler. It's too slow of a reaction from B, though. Still, tech up has begun either way, right? Culture Wing is coming, and Louis right now feels a bit hard stuck here. The ram still being built. And people highlight that you can build rams with your cav only if you get this. You have to have military wing reinforcements, so you can't even use the camels to accelerate this. It's raw just archers to build it up. It just doesn't matter now, though. You can see by what the fishing boats are doing, there's no fish left in here anymore. This just looks awkward. I mean, I don't know how B would lose this game now from this position, right? Like, he's about to be an entire age bit ahead. Keep in mind that Louis... It's really hard in this matchup for Ayyubids because you can have this fast tech up once for the advancement, but every tech up beyond that is slower. And by the time you'd even start yours, your opponent's already done. So you are bare minimum going to be a raw 2 minutes behind. It looks more like 3 minutes behind, in fact. That means B can easily play into the Camel Lancers. Tech up complete. Ghoulam's also being prepped. A perfect play here. Camel Lancers to open it up, Ghoulam's to close it down. B already fortified the outpost, so unfortunately for Louis, this isn't going to be an easy breach. Apparently, this is a game of ram micro, it seems. They're taking it in turns, so he moves the archers inside the ram, looks for the snipe out, but B outplaying him right now. The micro on point. Louis tried to be crafty about this. It's just, he's struggling at this stage. The villagers, one of them is insanely low at least, but still he can't get the kill. Louis is getting out microed here. B still hasn't lost a villager. What? No way. I am speechless right now. B, with the sick micro, loses not a single soul. His garrison plays actually in fairness. His garrison plays in this game have been insane. And B now in a very cozy position. Louis has started the tech up. Yes, it is going to be the growth wing for the 8 villagers extra. That's 1 minute and 40 seconds away. And well, with no standing army that really scares, this game could be over before then. Osman's going to poke in. Will go down instantly, but Lancers are on the way, folks. B has 2 of them in the field. They should be wrapping towards the base soon. On top of that, Ghoulam should also be being pumped as well. Looks like instead, B is actually going to go for, wow, max archers. I did not expect that. Pretty cool idea, though. In this type of situation, right? Like, your opponent has only built archery rangers. He's going to go for these camel raiders that get countered by archers perfectly. And you're going to be an entire age ahead. You can have mass, you can have tech up advantage. There's not really much that Louis can do to contest this. Knights are going to start raiding onto that eco. Camels can at least push him away, but I'm more worried about the second wave, folks. Those archers are going to be the game breaker here. More Ghoulam's also being pumped, so B getting everything he needs. This is pretty crafty what B is doing. He's pushing out all the heavily armored units to force his opponent to react with crossbows. And the moment that the Ayyubids react with crossbows, B's going to go for composite bow archers and reveal it. It's a really smart 1-2 punch. And not one that B actually like has to worry about counters to right now, right? Because Pink is still putting out the awkward issues from before this, right? He's still countering out the 2 previous elements. Looks like the archers are revealed, though, so Louis does get the heads up about this, and the stables have been dropped. However, the Lancers are also circling. I don't know, man. It feels like Louis is so on the clock here, and I'm not sure if he's got enough time. If he holds this, it's going to be a miracle. Camel Lancers are being prepped. Archers also now being upgraded. Remember, it's doubly bad in this fight. If you're both massing archers, boot camp as well as composite bow can give B the entire fight. yet to get either of them yet. So that's still a problem, though. So we'll see if B goes towards it. People asking, is this second TC? I think this could be a keep drop. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a keep drop. I mean, it's probably going to be second TC, right? Like, the problem is, if you had walls up, a keep drop makes a lot of sense, but there's so much open ground that I guess a keep doesn't protect much. You could secure your back flank, which is stop full circlings on the base. Would secure the food as well. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be the TC. I think this is too greedy. I think this is going to kill his game. B, circling. Already has the exact stone he needs, by the way. He's going to get a second TC as well. He's not going to be behind. Lancers and archers start to charge in. Villagers will look to pull away. Mightn't be quick enough, but the Ghoulims right now are completely unanswered. Full idle up inside the TC. Archers now also going to be exposed to the Ghoulims. Lancers are on the way, but this is wave number 1. Wave 2 will be following up soon. Lancers also find their way out now to the berries. Big problems there. Camel Lancer is at least going to chase over, but with textiles in, at least the casualties is going to be minimized for Louis. In fact, he even turns around with the villagers, so should be able to strike this one down. Ghoulims still not being cleared up, though. I mean, this is a bad trade, right? Archers up against Ghoulims. It's going to take way too long. Louis just GG's out. So B, after the sick early game, shows you just how big the lead is. No comeback for the prodigy child from China. The legend from CIS will reign supreme. Let me know what you guys think about this matchup, by the way. Should this usually be favored towards the Abbasids? I think Ayyubids have some sharp timings, but I wonder if they're a little bit too predictable. I think this game especially felt funky. It didn't just feel like a cut and dry, this Civ counters this Civ. This was just B being absolutely slick at his micro, and he showed that at multiple times throughout this game. I'll catch you on the next chapter.